Well, that was certainly an interesting movie. But there's so much about this that I want to talk about that I really can't without going into spoiler territory, and I try to keep these things relatively spoiler free. So if you want me to do a full on with spoiler review of both of these movies, let me know down in the comments below. Then I'll probably do it if I get enough people saying, yeah, we want to see something like that. Anyway, back to our no spoiler programming. The Long Halloween is one of my favorite Batman stories, but at the same time, I also can't deny that the story kind of falters at the end when it comes to its mystery elements. So the movie does take some steps to try to correct that. And while the mystery seems to be fairly well resolved by the end, there really is no doubt left like in the original story. The way how it's done and the certain questionable motivations of certain characters is, well, leaving me scratching my head. It's important to keep in mind that adaptations always need to take certain leeways with the plots they're adapting. But this is also a superhero movie which, like I've said before, it has been the storyboard for many Batman stories. So this first really faithful adaptation taking a lot of those liberties might lead to some people being dissatisfied with the final product. But hey, that's honestly up to personal preference, whether or not you like certain things about this movie. Although I personally will have to say, the second half is not as strong as the first half. And I'll also say this, that though there are a lot of actionized elements, as you would expect in certain points, the movie has a lot of technical flaws too, and I'm not one of those people who really notices this sort of thing. For instance, the animation felt really choppy at times, and there is a bit of CGI which comes out of nowhere that feels really distracting to me. But on the other hand, the voice acting is great. I mean, it's a DC animated movie. The voice acting generally tends to be always good. Naya Rivera, rest in peace, she did a really good job as Catwoman. Again, she's been given a lot of expanded scenes, and she does really well with the material she's given. Jensen Ackles, played Red Hood, now plays Batman, and he definitely deserves a promotion. He does a fantastic job as Batman. Josh Duhamel, I really hope I said his name right. He does a good job as Harvey / Two-Face, managing to portray the inner turmoil of the character well. But honestly, this isn't one of the better Batman movies. It's certainly serviceable. It's not one of the worst Batman movies I've ever seen. But I'd honestly say just rewatch Soul of the Dragon.